Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Meeting since long time, sir. बहुत दिन के बाद मिल रहे.
हाँ सही है, absolutely सही है.
Good evening. Good evening. How are
Good
you?
evening,
all?
madam. Good evening.
Good evening, Niti. Anjali, madam. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Have madam. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
How are you all?
All good,
Fine,
ma'am.
madam. Sangeeta, good evening.
Sir.
Hi, everybody. I just had a meeting with Sam for a position paper. So exhausted, not used to back-to-back meetings. And I've stopped doing night webinars. So welcome Anjali Saxena, Sangeeta Lodha, Archana Mule, Samir Shah, of course, Arji, Niti, Ashwini Kundalkar, Sandeep, Aarti, Abha, Anju, Sujata, Bhave, Anju Ogle, Satish Sane, Kashish Jain. Welcome all of you.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good evening.
Evening, ma'am. Thank you.
Hi Renu. Hi Satish. Hi Sujata Bhave.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, ma'am.
Hi. Hi Amog. Hi Bela from UAE, our international volunteer. Hi Roshni.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Renu Buyar.
Hi Renu.
Yeah. Namaskar.
Yeah, hello, Dr. Swati ma'am. I'm Dr. Bella.
Hi Bela.
Yeah, hi.
So nice to see you from
I know.
UAE.
Yeah, I followed up that message and I made it a point. I wrote it down to attend this meeting.
Actually, Bela, we are now activating our international forum activities from the
Okay.
month of June. So we'll have a
Okay.
meeting of the international forum. I'll send you a link to join.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, good Anuja. This is your first meeting and we are also very excited to have you.
Dipanshu.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah. Good evening.
Welcome,
Madam
Dipanshu.
Dipanshu. Yeah. Dipanshu
Yeah.
from Nagpur.
Good evening, sir.
Hi, Dipanshu. Welcome our youth volunteer.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Vaijanti, you can change your name to Archana Mule to Vaijanti. You can rename yourself. Just go to the right corner. There are 3 dots. You can rename yourself. I will try to rename you. Wait. Yeah, I have renamed you. Anjali, can you take one screenshot for this one? Or Niti, you can take one screenshot.
Ma'am, lots of problems at my end.
Okay. Who can take a screenshot, Roshni? Somebody take a screenshot.
Take one.
हो गया मैडम.
Okay. Okay. Avinash, welcome. Aditya Kulkarni. Avinash, welcome. Aditya Kulkarni. Hi. Hi, Jayashri.
Hello, ma'am. Long time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm not well. Down with fever.
Oh, I'm so sorry. But you joined in spite of that. That's nice. We want to reactivate our happy collaboration at Chennai.
Sure. I'm looking forward, ma'am.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not well from
We'll do
yesterday.
it. Yeah. Take care.
Sure, ma'am.
So Vaijanti and Archana on one screen. Okay.
Can we start?
Sure. Start.
Right. So welcome you all, the volunteers of the Aacci. We all are really excited for today's meeting because it's a long view of the such type of the informal meeting between all the volunteers, and it's a right time because we having now many new things to update you also, and the many new volunteers are added with due permission of the madam and the other core committee. So this is one of the excellent meeting that we are expecting, and we are expecting a full house today. So let's start today's meeting with a welcome not by our Executive Director, Dr. Swati Bhavana.
Hello. Good evening, everybody. I'm the Executive Director of Aacci. Today is really a memorable day in the history of Aacci. This is the first All India volunteer meeting, though virtual, Aacci is holding. Going back memory lane, in 2007-8, we started Aacci with 10 founder members. And today, as per 14th May update, we have 325 volunteers. And we still have more coming in the last 5 days. And in the last 14 months, we have nearly 100 new volunteers. And Samir and I have been planning to do the database for last 6 months, but we both were very, very busy in many Aacci activities. So we could do it only in the last 10 days. Last week, I spent going through each of the 325 volunteers' Excel sheet, old and new, to categorize them with color codes and familiarize myself with the names, especially those who have recently joined. I have put 100 in a annually renewable new volunteer category. So these who are just joined, they will be working with us for 3 years on an annual renewal basis. And once they work with us, we will shift them to the non-renewable senior volunteer category. We already have 65 senior volunteer categories. We also made a founder member category who joined in the first 3 years of Aacci, and we have 44 of these, and they are also permanent part of Aacci. Now we have 10 Aacci centers and volunteers holding various posts. We have called them core Aacci faculty, and they are 67 in number. Our youth forum is become very active, and we have taken, as defined by Government of India, youth is 10 to 35 years, and hence we planned this, but we have 80 members. So we now want to really activate them. And we are also going to do a lot of activities on the international forum where Dr. Anaghai Jaikar is going to lead. After I finish this coding of 325 volunteers, Samir has worked hard in the last few days to make a data center for various centers. So he will be sharing with each center all the categories of founder, senior, new volunteers, youth forum, as well as the core faculty. And each in charge then, we request you to please connect with all these names in your center, especially the new volunteers, because they have joined and they need active involvement and encouragement from our side. So now, Mr. Bhave, I think to talk about his chairman's comment.
I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it gives me really great pleasure to see so many new activities, so many new volunteers attend today's meeting. Aacci has gone from strength to strength, as I can see very well, under the very able and dynamic and visionary leadership of my father-in-law, Dr. Lele, in whose shoes I have stepped in. I may not have the gate though. Now, last 15 years, it has been a dedicated work of all of you, all volunteers. Today is especially important meeting because
Please mute Jayashree. Please mute her.
today is a very important meeting as we have nearly 100 new volunteers who will now be working with Aacci. And so feedback from them as well as feedback from the senior volunteers would be important and most welcome. That is what Aacci has been doing for the last so many years. And it has developed a very wide network across the country. Not only that, different verticals, I won't call it silos. The adolescent, of course, is the main, but we have also branched out into parenting, grandparenting, as well as into the international, now we have international division. So I'm sure that Aacci will straddle different requirements of adolescent in a holistic manner. I wish all of you the very best and this particular meeting all the best. My advance congratulations. I'll come back again to all the volunteers and the centers whose work will be presented. Thank you very much.
Yes, Samir, you can take over.
Yeah. Thank you, madam, and thank you, sir, for the welcome note. And today, now let's start our meeting with what are the agenda that already I had circulated. Just briefly giving again, so everybody can having an idea how we can go proceed today. So this is the about the agenda that what we are planning today. First, already we welcome done by the Aacci Executive Director and our Chairman, sir. Then now we have a welcome to the new volunteer and the update them about the different activity of the Aacci, how they can be involved and their role and responsibility. We also having a next agenda will be the announcement of the new center and the forum. Then our third agenda will be the award celebration declaration to the International Adolescent Health Week 2023 activity, celebrated very uniquely by the different center and handing over to the certificate for their excellent work. Then our fourth agenda will be the award declaration of the activity of the international Y20 consultation in association with the NIMHANS and the different center and handing over the certificate to them also. And final agenda will be the updating the members about the upcoming Aacci week celebration between 17th to 23rd July and taking the innovative ideas and suggestions from the members regarding how we can celebrate. Our tentative theme and that will be we will discuss when the agenda will come. So let's start with the first agenda of the welcoming new volunteers and the update them about the different activity of the Aacci, how they can involve and their role and responsibility. So for that, formal welcome is already done by the our Aacci executive director and our chairperson, Dr. Mr. Bhave also. So myself, Dr. Samir Shah, national coordinator of the Aacci, on behalf of the all the new and the senior and the other members of the core committee, welcome the all the new members for today's meeting, and your active activity involvement is really helpful us to go for a good community related activity. What is the our main target? For the more details about the Aacci activity, I just requesting the our core committee member, Dr. Nitish Soni from the Aurangabad, to give a brief introduction about the how Aacci works for the all new members and refreshing for the other old members. So,
thank you, Samir sir. Good evening, everyone. I just in brief introduce about Aacci. Aacci is an association of adolescent and child care in India and was registered in 2007 in Mumbai under the chairmanship of late Padma Bhushan Dr. Lele sir and executive director Dr. Swati Bhave ma'am. Our mission is holistic health of children, adolescent and young adults through the two pillars of their life, the parents and the teachers. We have recently added grandparents in 2022. We mainly do urban-based work with parents, teachers, and students in the schools and the colleges. And very recently, we have started with the tribal projects as well. Students, till now, Aacci has 5 regional and 5 city centers and an international forum. So in all 11 centers and 4 forums, the youth forum, parent, teacher, and the grandparent forum. Aacci has done collaborations with many organizations, both at the national as well as at the international level. Aacci has received many awards for our community work and our youth-based research. We do not have membership fees and anyone can join and be an Aacci volunteer. And at present, as ma'am said, we have 325 volunteers all over the country who are willingly ready to work under the banner of Aacci. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Niti madam, for the very short and ultra introduction of the Aacci. This is the all in very brief about the Aacci. For the more detail, please visit our 2 websites that is working very actively. One is our main website, that is www.aacci.in, and our program website that is www.aaccitrainingprograms.com. All our activity regularly reported on that website, and that is actively updated on regular basis. So all the new members and the old members who are not visited our website, I am requesting to them to please visit our website. Same thing, our social media also now we are activated a good enthusiasm, that including our Facebook and the Instagram. Twitter still under the process of the activity, but we are trying for that thing. And for the communication, we all know our main communication email is the aacci2019@gmail.com. For the next thing, regarding the volunteers guideline, I requesting our youth forum in charge, Dr. Prashant Karya, to give briefly regarding the volunteers guideline. That is already we had said in the past while you had fill the form, but it will be the refresher for the old members also. For that purpose, we are just reading that guidelines. So requesting Prashant for the proceeding.
Thank you, Samir bhai. So we are glad that so many new volunteers have joined. So over the last 15 years, the journey from 10 to 300 plus members is there. So there are some volunteer guidelines. If we follow all these guidelines, then usually there will be a smooth work. So first and foremost important is to fill a form, which majority of you have already filled. So once you fill the form, the database is already with us. Once a member registered, there is no fee actually. So anybody can register as a volunteer member. But for new volunteer members, there are various activities which are to be done. As ma'am already said, there are yearly memberships in which the new volunteers will be doing a few activities. So they are requested to do few activities. Like there are various national activities planned time to time. The guidelines will be also be given, and you are supposed to follow that. You can join the programs conducted by various Aacci centers, and it's recommended that at least you do 2 programs a year. There are different forums, as already been said, parent, teacher, youth, and grandparents. More details can be seen from the website www.aacci.in, and there are names of the project team 2023-24 on website also. You can contact any of them. Usually we say that whenever there is any local activities, then newly joined volunteers should be observed by a senior member also. And the guideline says that if you want to do a program, then please send a mail to aacci2019@gmail.com. And in this, you should always give a topic which has to be taken, the venue, the target audience, the proposed speakers should be there. We do have all the modules almost ready. Many modules are being circulated to the volunteers who have inquired for the programs. So the same will be given to them. So it is actually necessary that while we are doing a program, we make a banner. For this, we have made a PPT presentation in which you just need to add a few things. And once you conduct a program, a 3-slide report has to be sent, which will be uploaded on the websites. Usually, as I already said, that the volunteers should be accompanied by a senior so that the quality of program can be seen, and the programs conducted will be those volunteers who conduct the programs continuously. As ma'am already said, that those who are 5 years plus members, they should not, they need not to renew the membership also. Usually, the renewal is yearly, and as I already said, 2 activities per year is not to be done by a new volunteers, but it is not mandatory for the senior volunteers who are doing this. The standardized modules for presentations are given to a volunteers, which is a read-only file with all the credentials given to the contributors. If the senior volunteers want to present the lectures, they can present their own lectures, but only after a prior review by the committee, core committee experts of the Aacci. And we are planning a new Aacci modules, upgrading the older ones. So anybody who want to give contribution can mail their contribution to aacci2019@gmail.com. Please remember, it should be original work and not a copy-pasted work from the net. We encourage volunteers to give copyright-free images and the materials so that there should not be any issues. For any other queries, usually you can coordinate with our national coordinator, Dr. Samir Shah, and all forum in charge will be there to help you. We usually don't charge any fees, as well as we don't have any funds to our volunteers for conducting the activities. So the volunteers can ask pool to get sponsorships. But remember that we don't allow sponsorship by the tobacco, alcohol, or unhealthy food marketing companies. So this should be taken care. We believe in collaboration. So all other NGOs like IMA, Rotary, Lions, any organizations, if they want to work, then joint logo can be put. Make sure that the national modules which are there, in which Aacci is the main program conducting body. So the banner should be there, in which the Aacci's logo should be a main, and the supporting logos can be of the collaborating organization. Usually, if you want to form a local group, then more than 10 members are required. As ma'am said, then adolescent pediatrician should be the lead person in that, and we can encourage gynecologists, psychiatrists, parents, teachers, youths, 10 to 35 year, all into the group. But the adolescent pediatrician will be the lead faculty of that. You can join any forums. If there is no center in your city, the nearby center's name will be given. And for the children who are below 18 years of age, parents' consent will be required. As I said, that there are no financial transactions for programs under the Aacci. So if somebody is doing this, then prior permission should be there. And if we are actually not charging anything for the programs, but if any organization want to donate, then Aacci is having a 80G certificate, which will give you an income tax benefit also. So for the same, again, you can send the details to Swati Bhawe ma'am at acciindia@gmail.com. Please, those who join as a volunteer, follow all above guidelines which have been sent to you and said by me in briefly. So thank you so much. Yeah.
So thank you, Prashant, for the reading and the giving us some idea about the how the Aacci work. Now it's time to say the our old, or we can say the senior members who are really working hard since long, to give some brief idea about their own activity related and the Aacci related experience, and their own role and responsibility, what they are doing till now, and what is their expectation from the youth or the upcoming members. For that, I hand over the stage to the Sandeep Kavre.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Bhave ma'am and other coordinators who have now given us brief about what is Aacci and where we are heading and the guidelines for the new volunteers. Myself, I am Dr. Sandeep Kavde. I am the forum in charge for Parenting Forum and in charge for Pimpri-Chinchwad Bhosri branch of Aacci. Now we will be having experience sharing by our all senior volunteers who are part as either forum in charges or local city in charges. They will be sharing in few minutes what was their experience about how they worked for the last few years with Aacci, what expectations they have further from Aacci, and also what expectations they have from new volunteers. So I would request first our grandparenting forum in charge, Dr. Anjali Saxena, to brief us in few minutes. Ma'am, please.
Respected Swati ma'am, Yashwant Bhave sir, and all my Aacci colleagues and friends, good evening to you all. When I look back 20 years or so, I see this amazing journey. I met Dr. Swati ma'am, started doing some work with her when we were starting work on adolescent pediatrics. And then Aacci started, which was a result of great vision and passion of Dr. Swati ma'am. And over the years, it gives me so much happiness to see Aacci grow from strength to strength, and it's a network increase to so many cities of the country, not only our own country and internationally also. We as medical professionals have this very strong desire to do work at the community level, but many of us are not able to do so because of lack of support or lack of guidance. But what Dr. Swati ma'am has done with her mentorship is that she has given us that platform, she's given us that structure, the guidance and the support, so that all of us are able to do much more work at the community level. When we started work, our focus was on adolescent pediatrics, and then we realized that we cannot just focus on adolescents, and it takes a village to raise a child. So it's also parents and teachers and the youth itself that we need to address. And Dr. Swati has been such a visionary that she's always accepted new ideas. And then we thought that why not include grandparents in their awesome role that they can, play in bringing up children. And thus we started with the grandparenting forum. That is one such example. Now, we all know that parenting is not getting any easier, and more of parenting is getting outsourced to YouTube and the internet. We know that we are heading towards an epidemic of sorts of loneliness and mental health concerns. And now, with artificial intelligence coming in a big way, we will be having conversations with robots as friends. So when you look ahead and you see what kind of future our adolescents are going to have, I think it is a very important time to strengthen the family system, which has always been such an important part of our culture, but somehow in our globalization and influence of others, we have lost some of the strong points of our own. And it become more and more important to focus on grandparenting and make it a campaign of sorts to raise awareness. So I'm very happy to know that this year we shall be focusing on grandparenting as a big program, all over the Aacci centers. And I would like to share with the volunteers is that this is such a wonderful opportunity to do work at a community level with the support system that Aacci provides, that please utilize it to the fullest. And Dr. Swati is such a great mentor that I'm sure we all together can do wonders. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. So this was Dr. Anjali Saxena, who is the grandparenting forum in charge. Now I request Dr. Shailaja Mane, ma'am, who is the in charge for forum in charge for teachers, as well as she is the in charge for Aacci Pune Center. Mane, ma'am, kindly unmute and. Mane, ma'am, are you there? Till then, I request our youth forum in charge, Dr. Prashant Karia sir, to give his experience sharing. Karia sir, Prashant sir.
I think he just lost the connection.
Yes.
No, but he is there. I think he is there.
Both are seen. Mane ma'am is also seen, but I am. So before till they both join, we can go to the city in charges. Dr. R.G. Patil sir is here. He is the Aacci Vidarbha in charge. I will request Dr. R.G. Patil sir to share in few minutes his journey with Aacci and his expectations from Aacci as well as the new volunteers. Sir. Patil sir.
You're mute, Patil.
Yeah. Sandeep, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Now you are audible.
Thanks to Dr. Swati Bhave Madam, Yashwant sir, Dr. Samir and Dr. Prashant, and all the office bearer of the Aacci. I'm sharing my experience way back in 2007. I joined Aacci, and it was a workshop at the life skill program at Pune. If I'm not wrong, Dr. Swati Bhave Madam was in charge, and Dr. Mane Madam was a coordinator for the program, and Mr. Amarjit Singh was the dean for the program. And myself and Raju, we were enrolled for the life skill program. And up to the point, Madam was not satisfied for our work. And she called me, even the Raju Mota, RG, can you repeat the workshop in next year? Okay, Madam. Because it was a very, what you called a discipline upgraded workshop. And the next session, that was in 2009 and 2010, she has given our certificate. And I congratulate Dr. Swati Bhave Madam for an excellent workshop and the dedication. And she is a very disciplined lady. And for that, she wants every member to be upgraded and what you called a shining star. And that's why she also issued a certificate. That certificate has been in my clinic. I have just display on my board. Thank you, Swati Bhave Madam, for giving me the opportunity. And second is that I thanks all the National Forum in charge, Dr. Sandeep, Dr. Anjali, and my elder brother, Dr. Samir Shah. He is always the guiding force. Whenever we ask any slides or any material, he is on the, he always send, and or whenever the material is required for our program at Nagpur, and what you called, even the Sandeep, I called him at midnight, and they are always ready. Thank you all the office bearer of the Aacci. Secondly, what expectation we need from the Aacci? As all of you know, our UG students and the PG student, they are going a lot of stress and depression. I request Dr. Swati Bhavi Madam, Ishwan sir, and Dr. Samir and all the office bearer. We are having a mental profession in our association. Can you guide them regarding this depression, stress? Because there is a lot of load and what you call the stress factor in our UG and PG medical students. This was my advice and suggestion. And third is that regarding the new volunteers, actually we have selected the volunteers according to their what you call work, and you have joined the Aacci, and you should give justice to that Aacci post. At least Madam said, and all the office bearers said, at least we want to program. So be with the Aacci, and you will fulfill your dreams. Thank you, Samir.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. Very good suggestion regarding stress management. Maybe it is very in need of the hour. Next, Prashant sir, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Yes, sir. Please, sir. Okay,
so, thank you so much, Sandeep. First of all, I'd like to thank Swati Bhavi ma'am that I joined for a course of adolescent. I and Sandeep were the colleagues for that course, and we have learned so much. And after that, we have joined Aacci. After joining Aacci, there was a lockdown, but online we have done so many courses. And after that, ma'am has given all the responsibilities. So at present, I am having a youth forum. I'm the youth forum in charge, and I request all the volunteers that see, India is the country in which majority of adolescents, majority of people are in the young adult age group. More than, I mean, 1/3 of the population is young adults. So if we do some programs for them, so that will be beneficial. And for them, various modules ranging from the physical changes, mental changes, even the saying no, and all life skill modules are there, which are being peer reviewed, prepared by Aacci team. Even the new addition has been done to that. So take advantage of that and conduct the program. If you conduct a program in all forums, at least one program, say for example, parent, teacher, youth and grandparent, one program, then all centers will be having 4 programs and will be having almost a program a week. So requesting everybody to do the same. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I would request our teachers forum and Aacci Pune in charge, Shailaja Mane ma'am, to express her views. Mane ma'am?
Yes.
Yes,
Sorry, I'm in OPD actually, so I was looking at patient.
Okay.
Sorry. Good evening, respected and dear all. Dr. Swati Bhave madam and respected sir, they are mentors of all of us, and under their mentorship and guidance, Aacci is increasing by leaps and bounds, and I'm very much happy about it. I'm associated with Aacci since 2009, and seen various stages and progress, and various wings spreading their wings actually of Aacci. So the entire team of Aacci is always working with them is always a pleasure, and there is support, and Aacci is creating various opportunities also, like Y20, G20 and all those things. And I feel what I have learned from Y20 is we need to work a lot to create a stress-free college campus. And since we have conducted many activities in Pune, many good suggestions have came up from the students only. So I will share it with the office bearers so that we can work on that line, and we all should go ahead in that direction to create and to support for the stress-free college campus. Regarding expectations from the Aacci, that please continue, keep guiding and create various opportunities. And as a NGO, we should be, I think, we should be more visible. Visibility can be increased by various ways, still more. We have increased, but still more. And according for new volunteers, I want to say that this is a selfless activity, and but as a person, we have grown a lot, and you all will grow a lot. But please work actively, be in communication with whatever way you can with Aacci members and office bearers, and follow the rules and regulations. And you will grow as a person, and you will be groomed, which will be helpful for the entire life. So together we can and we will work for the holistic health of children and adolescents. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, ma'am, and very nice suggestions by ma'am and to the new volunteers also. I request now Aacci Aacci Western Maharashtra in charge, Dr. Vijay Kumar Mane sir, to kindly express his views. Sir, are you there? Yes.
Yes,
kindly go ahead.
Just I will start my video.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Good evening. Good evening, respected Dr. Bhave Madam and Bhave sir and all the office bearers. Basically, I am a radiologist. Still, Dr. Bhave Madam gave me responsibility of Western Maharashtra as a center in charge. And my great strength was ma'am's faith on me. And a few months, I just remained as a viewer to be get oriented to these Aacci programs. Dr. Vaijayanti Apade is my great helper. And now Dr. Uttama Joshi and Archana Mole are helping me a lot for arranging various activities in our Western Maharashtra. I, Dr. Vaijayanti and Dr. Uttama are common factors to both Aacci and Bharati Medical College. And the expectation from the Aacci that I need list of modules, various modules, to plan the various activities in various schools and in various organization, as I'm attached to the Mirrors IMA also. And now we are planning for this program in grandparenting in group of senior citizens. And I talk more as a, but in Aacci, I want to talk with my work. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I would request Aacci Marathwada in charge, Dr. Datta Kadam sir, to share his journey and his views. Kadam sir. Kindly unmute yourself. Next, we will be going to Mumbai and Navi Mumbai sectors. So if Paula ma'am and Shilpa ma'am are there, after this you will be speaking. Kadam sir, kindly unmute yourself.
I can't see him.
Is their name is there in the participants? Till then,
He has joined.
yes. Till then, if Paula Goyal ma'am is there, she is the in charge of Aacci Mumbai. Paula ma'am. Ma'am is not seen. Manchanda ma'am, Sunita Manchanda ma'am. She is from Aacci NTR Center in charge. Yes,
hello.
please, kindly.
Yeah, just give me a minute. I'm in the casualty. Just one second. I'll come another room.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello. Good evening to everyone. So first of all, I would like to thank the Aacci team for taking so much efforts and making these programs available for everyone. I have been associated with the ma'am, Dr. Swati, since 2009. It was the Manisha, one of our psychologists who introduced, and Dr. Premlata ma'am and myself has always been, learned whether it was for, the conferences, workshops, organization, or having training in the, practical aspect of adolescent health, as well as in research, publications, etc. Then, since 2018, Dr. Chandan Kachru, Dr. Preeta, and Dr. Purnima Marwa, they have joined, and definitely they have been a good teamwork in the NCR and contributed a lot and supported an organization. Recently, Dr. Savita has also joined, and she's also working hard for this, as well as new members are also coming up. Well, expectations, I have learned quite a lot. I keep learning, and definitely Dr. Swati Bhave ma'am And now Dr. Sameer, Dr. Shailaja, Dr. Sandeep, and Dr. Prashant definitely are guiding us and, taking this Aacci to some, good platform. And I would like to new members in Aacci NCR, Dr. Shreya. I'm not sure whether he's here or not because I'm on mobile, this thing, so I don't know whether she's here or not. Dr. Shreya, are you here? New member of ours? Okay, fine. So I'll welcome them and I assure them that it will be definitely a good experience to be associated with Aacci because it helps us to grow ourselves apart from helping others in a selfless way. And we always enjoyed every work, we have done with this, and we would like to continue and also suggest everyone to work from your heart. I mean, dil se kaam karo, maza bhi aayega kaam ka, and apne liye bhi aur auron ke liye bhi, it will be definitely beneficial. I think this is enough from my side.
Very good words from the bottom of their heart. So thank you, ma'am, for their views. Next, I request Dr. Datta Kadam sir. Kadam sir, are you there? Kindly unmute and please go ahead. Yes, sir, you are audible.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening to all. Indeed, it is a pleasure working with Aacci. As we know, we owe something to the society. So I consider Aacci as a good platform to render our services through various forums of the Aacci. I am also associated with IMA, IIP, and then Loyance, and we have conducted many programs jointly with this organization. For this, we expect guidance from, of course, Aacci, that some academic material in front of some modules and some PPT so that we can conduct these programs nicely. We know India has the highest adolescent population in the world, about 250 million as per the last census. So this is a future strength of our nation, and we are stakeholders of this health of this segment of the population. For new volunteers, there are guidelines about the working program, which are shown in the website of the Aacci. So at least from new volunteers, it is expected that each volunteer should take at least minimum two program in a year. And of course, they can have a guidance from the center as well as our central office. And as we are looking forward in the month of July, we are celebrating our Aacci week. So we are gearing up for this program to make it success. So thank you. With this, I will stop here. If Niti, you want to add something, Niti, please take over.
Niti,
thank you, sir. No, you have said everything what we wanted to, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, I would require Aacci Mumbai in charge, Dr. Paula Goyal, ma'am. Are you there, ma'am? It seems ma'am is not there. Aacci Delhi in charge, Latika Balla, ma'am. Ma'am, kindly unmute.
I think she will be not available because she has some family emergency.
Okay. So, Naki Navi Mumbai in charge, Dr. Shilpa Aroskar, ma'am.
Any representative will be there.
Hello, everyone. Good evening to all of you. Dr. Swati Bhave, ma'am, Dr. Sameer Shah, sir, and all the seniors who are there in front of me in the screen. I'm Dr. Umut Shahane, Youth Forum in charge of Aacci Navi Mumbai. We've been working with Aacci since the last 2 years, and we've received great guidance and mentorship by Dr. Swati ma'am, Dr. Sameer Shah, and Dr. Prashant Kare, who's just always an SMS or a phone call away, who's always been guiding us. And here at Navi Mumbai, we have a robust team of around 19 members and who have been ably guided by seniors like Dr. Shilpa Aroskar, Dr. Chitra Kulkarni ma'am, and other senior members who have always encouraged us youngsters like myself, Dr. Kalyani Patra, Dr. Shruti Kalkekar, and Dr. Pallavi Khare to conduct community programs in both the schools and as well as the colleges. And this was possible with only because of the guidance and all the excellent modules which we have received from Aacci, and all the TOTs and the study material which have always been provided to us. And we had conducted the ABC modules here at Navi Mumbai at the menstrual hygiene module at colleges and schools, and which are received very well by the parents, students, as well as the teachers. We would like to continue our future endeavors with Aacci, and we are indeed blessed and are happy to receive so much warmth and support from Aacci always, and especially Swati Bhavi ma'am. And we look forward to more such activities in the future. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. Samir Shah sir, are you there? Or
yes,
Gujarat in charge. Sir, please share it.
So very good evening. I am sharing since the beginning of the meeting, so not much to share, but only things what I can share is why I joined the Aacci. Everybody is asking कि stressful चीज को हम लोगों को relieve करना है, but I joined the Aacci to relieve my own stress, and that's why I am working so hard for the Aacci, and I am enjoying that work till now. And all the people are also I able to know the each and every member of the person personally, because the really members are working hard to give the Aacci more and more fruitful outcome of the social activity, and that is our main aim and objective of the Aacci. And that will be this all activity ultimately give us a full respect in the community, also same time that it is give the full credit or to our mind also that we are working something good. And that's why my aim and objective will be, I am requesting all to follow that. So don't take our program as a challenge, but take as one of the excellent activity for your own mind relieve stress, and it will definitely relieve your own stress, and that will help a lot for you for your future relaxation also. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I request Dr. Sushma Desai, Aacci Surat in charge. Ma'am, kindly unmute. Sushma ma'am.
Very good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Very good evening to all of you, and it's great to see Dr. Swati Bhavi madam, Dr. Bhave sir, and all the very active volunteers, senior volunteers. I have known Aacci for years. I have never been I'm impressed the way Dr. Swati madam is keeping everyone, well knitted in a single, tight in a very good bond. She's giving liberty for all the volunteers to work in their own way. At the same time, she's watching everyone progressing. So I look forward to work more and more with Aacci, and we have now started a Surat Center. So from my side, I would like to promise Dr. Swati Bhavi madam and all the senior members of Aacci that we will be, very actively get involved in all Aacci activities, and will try to take Aacci to the another level. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to be a part of Aacci. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. So we have heard from all the forum in charges and from all the city in charges. Myself, I am the parenting forum in charge and also Aacci PCB in charge. I have been associated with Aacci since last few years, and working with Swati Bhavi ma'am and other seniors has been a great learning experience for me. You will notice that whenever there is any new project, the people who are working the hardest are Bhavi ma'am and then Samir Shah sir. And they keep us on our toes. Ma'am is a perfectionist, and she tries to achieve not only quality in the work, but quality in presentation, so that the message which goes to the last person is received properly. And we also grow as speakers, as students, as teachers. For when we go to other institutes, we also learn. Myself, I have joined as a parenting forum here in charge, but as a parent, I have grown when I have interacted with other kids, listened to other parents, worked on these modules. And this is a place where we get to learn and grow as people. So thank you, ma'am, for creating this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, Samir Shah sir, for his tireless work. He is continuously, even small details, he'll be working. We are here just contributing whatever we can to the best of our abilities. But it is the powerhouses which make this platform and give us this opportunity to interact. My suggestion for Aacci going ahead is, we are doing online programs in last many few years since COVID, but the meeting with each other is missing. So if we get an opportunity through maybe life skill training, which we are trying this year in Pune, or maybe something like ITPA, if we can get an opportunity, it will be wonderful to listen to all the seniors at a place and get this learning opportunity. It was the ITPA which I attended at DY Patil a few years back, was a whole other level of knowledge sharing was there. So that is my one request. I know it is very difficult and very tiring. So it just is a dream. Whenever it is possible for us to contribute to that dream, it will be great. Paula ma'am has joined. So Aacci Mumbai in charge, Paula ma'am, she is also very senior in our organization. I request ma'am, kindly give your views about Aacci and your guidance to our volunteers, new volunteers. Paula ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir, and good evening, everyone. Sorry for joining late. I'm having network issues and bad Vodafone. I'm trying to change over my network also. So I have known Madam right from my college days, and she has always been a very guiding force. And actually, I have no words to say. I'm always overwhelmed whenever I have to speak about her and Aacci. But I think it's a wonderful forum. We have learned so much about it. And over the years, it has really grown. And it's always been a pleasure and a learning experience to work with this organization. And Madam gives so much of, what should I say? There's so much of spontaneity, warmth, and there's so much of motivation. And the entire process for me, I think I met her in 1994. From 1994 to today, it's been a long, almost 30 years, 29 years. It's been a learning process. But at any point of time, like over the years, like she's treated me more like a colleague, but to me, she will always remain my teacher. So even if she treats me like a colleague, I find it very difficult to accept being her colleague. To me, she will always be my guiding force, my teacher, somebody whom I literally worship, hero worship, idol worship, whatever you call it. And I'm really proud to be her student and a part of Aacci. My only one, this thing from Aacci is that in Mumbai, we don't have much people. So I am not able to deliver as much as I feel we should be delivering. Like I look at the other centers and I feel that they are doing so much of work. But from my end, whatever I can do, I do. But I still feel that in Mumbai, we need to get more people to actually form a team and work. So I don't know, ma'am, how is that going to be possible? I have tried. Unfortunately, it has not worked. So I just do my bit, whatever I can.
I'm working to strengthen Mumbai, Paula. In the next 3-4 months, we should get more people.
Thank you. Thank you. That would be really nice. Then maybe we could strengthen it up more and do more work like the other cities. Thank you so much.
Sandeep, can you please call Sangeeta Lodha, the newest Aacci Center in charge, Nasik City?
Yeah. Madam, we are inviting them once we will declare that center.
Acha, okay. Yeah, so Sanchi can wait. Okay. And one more thing, Sandeep, can you call 1 or 2 senior people like Sangeeta Yadav, who has been our founder member? I think she's
Okay. Yadav ma'am.
Sangeeta Yadav, is she there? Okay, so till she comes, I wanted to say that, मैं अकेला ही चला रहा था, कारवा बढ़ता गया, लोग आते रहे. That is true of Aacci. Until the year 2019, though all the volunteers and everybody was working beautifully, the entire administration load was a single-handed, with to some extent Shailaja Mane helping me. But from 2019 ITPA, there was a complete change of scenario. And I got Dr. Samir Shah, who joined as a national coordinator, and I got Prashant, Sandeep, and all these youngsters as forum coordinators. And I think with 4 of them, the national coordinator and the 4 forum coordinators, we have gone leaps and bounds. From 2019, the face of Aacci has really changed. And during the webinar, during the COVID, we had a tech-savvy Samir Shah, who continued our webinars, and we did maximum activities in 2021-22. And luckily, we are now back to face-to-face. So I have no words to thank this Trimurti, as I call them, Samir, Prashant, and Sandeep. And now we have another youngster, Niti Soni, has also joined them. And all are wonderful center in charges. They're really wonderful. And without them, Aacci would not have progressed. So heartfelt gratitude and thanks to all of them. And I really miss my father, who was founder chair. He will be a year now in June. But Mr. Bhave, after retirement, he saw that my health is failing. He saw that I needed more help. So he joined as vice chairman. And it was very lucky that having worked 4 years with Aacci as a vice chair, he took over the mantle of my father's vacant seat. And it was very difficult to find anybody else. So my sincere gratitude to my spouse, my partner, and the chairman of Aacci for having helped me continue this wonderful work. Yeah.
कारवा की बात हो रही है तो मैं थोड़ा अपना भी 2 बिट्स ऐड कर दूं इसमें। एक बात कारवा तो बनता गया है। अभी इतने वॉलंटियर्स हैं तो मैं सोच रहा था साथ अगर आपका मुसल्सल मिलता रहे, मुस्तकिल ये कारवा यूं ही बढ़ता रहे, तो आगे चल के गोइंग फॉरवर्ड आई थिंक द फ्यूचर ऑफ ऑल ऑफ अस and of course of Aacci is quite bright. Somebody said that she's very perfectionist. She's also the same at home and expects a perfect husband also, which I may not put the bill, but that is in the lighter.
No, you more than fit the bill. Okay, Dr. Sangeeta.
Yeah. Good evening, all. Lovely to see everybody and as a family created through Aacci. And I have seen with Dr. Swati Bhave and Mr. Bhave right from its inception in Delhi when we were all there together, and how it has grown and how everybody has joined. मतलब एक कड़ी जो है वो जुड़ती गई, and we have got very young, nice, dynamic people who are taking it forward. And we are all part of this big family. That's what I wanted to say. And hats off to Dr. Swati Bhave, always. And how she just thinks of a concept, gives it a shape, and then she rolls it down. And her family is there always with her and supporting her and taking things forward. And they are all savvy technologically also, and of course the credit also goes to Dr. Samir and Dr. Sunil and Prashant for having taken it forward with her, and along with Shelja once she shifted to Pune. And I also see that there's different creations are there to address different things over a period of time as per the need of the times. And we had wonderful webinars and programs, and each one contributing and feeling satisfied and content after the contribution, because it was like contributing services in the community so that we can make some difference, some change in somebody's life which will benefit the person. So that is the main aim with which we have all come together and we have been working. And with that, in fact, we all have matured also. We have all gained something even in our own personalities while doing this volunteer work. And we are always there, Dr. Bhave, with you and your family to take this Aacci family forward. Thank you very much for having given me the opportunity to join long ago and to be part of it. Thank you very much once again, and thank you all.
Thank you, Sangeeta.
Thank you very much. So we have heard from many senior volunteers, forum in charges, and the city in charges. We have a long program ahead. We'll be having interactions later on also. So I request Samir Shah sir to take us to the next part of the program. Thank you very much.
So, thank you each and every very senior Aaccian, we can say, to giving us such a information about the Aacci and what are the vision of the madam and how we are at presently coming as a good Aacci family of 325 plus volunteers. But it is not an end now. It's a really a work. We have to gather more and more volunteers and the more and more activity. And for that thing, we have having a good structured, more increase the, we can say increase in the structure of the each and every center and the our different forum also. For before the I just announcing the new structure in the forum, I just having a one important agenda, that is the few clarification regarding the queries which came from the many part of the India by the different volunteers. So I just within a few minutes, I just clarify few points. So it will be remaining very clear when the new member at presently watching today's program, they can also understand what are the things is going on. So I'm just sharing my screen and just reading the material, and then I will ask the Dr. Swati Bhave Madam to give comment on that.
We have created this after many people asked me personal queries. So we thought we'll create a document. Yes, Samir, go ahead.
Yeah. So this is a document that is really created after the thoughtful process between our core members and the ultimately how the members should understand what is the actual their role and responsibility, and the why the few things is going in the way that the systematic way what we had developed. And the one expectation is why we are getting only read only PPT, not editable PPT. And for the clarification is that when you work under the banner of the any organization, any message that go under the banner, the responsibility comes on the organization, and the individual conducting the program does not bear the brunt. You have been working in various IAP module, and also same thing is happening. We are not giving any editable module in the IAP also. Similarly, Aacci, we having created a standardized module for the various topic for the volunteers by the team of the expert in senior Aacci faculty. These are shared as read only PPT, and we do not want any modification in such while presentation by the any of the senior or the junior volunteer who really conduct this program. But the any main because it will ultimately not give that purpose of the making the module properly in a good conduction of that proper program. We want some message to be delivered by the under Aacci banner, and this would be the only and only possible when we have a standardized module. But anybody has any query regarding that module, anybody wants some modification, that may be the requirement of the hour. You can share that your expectation and your ideas and views, what the change you want in that module, and we will definitely help you consider your valuable inputs, and we will definitely do the more clarity in the our next upcoming updates of that module, or when while making a new module. Next is the expectation is the if they join the volunteer, they should be called as a faculty for the program organized by the center in charge or the joint in charge. Means the volunteers expecting that should be they are the directly doing has a faculty role rather than becoming a volunteer. And for that purpose, the clarification is the when the center in charge and the joint center in charge organizing the program, they will delivering lectures as a faculty. But it is not compulsory for them to call the any volunteer as a faculty. But the volunteers can go for an observership for the if they are newer one, and they senior can go as a mentor person also. We are not taking any membership fee, and we ask the volunteers so that we can more people to spread the message of the public health education using the standardized module made and spread the same message throughout the day. So we get the request from the sending Aacci PPT without official request on 2019 our gmail.com, our official email directly on WhatsApp. So we are requesting each and every volunteers, please follow the protocol. Please share your request on the our official request on Aacci 2019 at gmail.com. That is usually seen by the me, madam, and the our other core faculty. So you can get easily access to that material as early as possible.
Samir, 1 minute. I just want to make a comment. Some
Yeah.
of the volunteers send me a message on WhatsApp at 11:30 at night saying that tomorrow morning, ma'am, I'm doing a program. Please send a PPT. Now you can understand these are very unrealistic expectations. And due to my health, I've stopped seeing WhatsApp for official messages. But I'm available every day 10 to 1 on the email. So whatever you send, I will respond, but it will be only between 10 to 1 in the morning. And we need at least 3-4 days advance notice for Samir and the forum coordinators to help you and guide you for the program. So just sending a notice 1 day before or 2 days before is very troublesome and very strenuous for all of us. So please plan the program well in advance. We ideally would request 1 or 2 weeks to do a very good program, but minimum 4-5 days at least is a must. So please don't send WhatsApp messages and urgent emails to all of us saying, ma'am, tomorrow program, provide the PPT. Go ahead.
Yeah, and one of important thing that is the projected point, that is if volunteer want to become a faculty, they can plan and organize the program in their own hospital or an association with any NGO or any organization where they can become a faculty and deliver the lecture. They can they have to use the Aacci banner, and they can use the banner in the collaboration organization also in addition with their logo of that organization or the hospital where they are conducting the program. So that is the volunteers' responsibility to organize the program. That is very, very important point that all volunteers should know. Try to do the more and more community-based program, and we have to ultimately go to the end level of participants that get the benefit from our own program. That is important thing. Protocol for the volunteers to doing any event. This is a very important point that you have to remember. Volunteers have to give that detailed program and all the people, organizations they want to involve, the topic, venue, full details of the event, targeted audience, etc. in writing to an email to the aacci2019@gmail.com with CC to the center in charge and joint center in charge is very, very essential. We need minimum 1 week notice, ideally the 15 days, what madam already discussed that thing. So we are not going in much detail, but important thing is that any program that will be done by any volunteer, just giving a message or the only email to Aacci 2019 is not a only important thing. You have to also keep a loop of with the Aacci center in charge if they are available in your city. The important thing is initially volunteers having a joint activity as a second faculty or as a chairperson, they have to call our senior. So as and when they require, they can interfere if something going wrong in between. So this is in short a few important points that we are discussing so many times with Bhave madam, and ultimately we made this document. So anybody has any query related to this thing, please follow this protocol for the volunteership, because ultimately we all want some good input to the society. So let's, madam, any comment more? Otherwise, we can go ahead because now time is running fast. Yeah. So now it's a time to declare about the present new structure of the Aacci. I am sharing again my presentation. My slide is visible now?
Next one, we are seeing the volunteers.
Absolutely. So now announcement of the new center and new forum. As we now we having an increase in number of the volunteers and the activities also picking a good level. So now we are planning to give a helping hand to the center in charge and the forum in charge. We had do these few modifications, and we also extended our few centers into the division of the city centers. So this is the present structure of the Aacci, having our founder chairperson late Dr. R.D. Lele sir, with new our chairperson Dr. Mr. Yashwant Bhave sir, our executive director Dr. Swati Bhave madam, with secretary cum treasurer Mrs. Sarmila Lele madam. We having a one ethical committee also, which is led by the Dr. Anuradha Sohani madam. Myself, Dr. Samir Shah, is a national coordinator and also the website coordinator. We having a 4 national forum in charge that include Dr. Prasant Karya from Sirak as a youth forum, Dr. Sandeep Kavre from the Pune PCB as a parent forum in charge, Dr. Shailja Mane madam from Pune for the teachers forum in charge, and Dr. Anjali Saxena from New Delhi as a grand parent forum in charge. For the easy work for the forum in charge. We had now included the national joint forum in charge in for main list, and for that, Dr. Kalyani Patra from Navi Mumbai is joined as a the youth forum joint in charge with the Dr. Prasant Karya. Dr. Kalyani Petkar from the Pune PCB joined as a joint parent forum in charge. Dr. Silpa Ksisagar from the Pune will be the national joint forum in charge for the teacher forum, and Dr. Bakulesh Chavan from the Vadodara will be the joint forum in charge of the grandparent forum. The present structure of having a different centers all over the India, that we have a regional center include the NCR region from Delhi, Gujarat Regional Center, Vidarbh Center, Western Maharashtra Center, Marathwada Center. We have a city center including Pune, Pune PCB, Delhi, Mumbai, and Navi Mumbai. And each center having a different post starting from the center in charge, advisors, and joint center in charges, plus forum coordinators, forum in charges that include the parent, teachers, and grandparent and youth forum in charges. From that, now we increase the centers from Gujarat. We are having now 2 city centers that include the Vadodara and Surat city, where we have many volunteers are there. The Western Maharashtra, we are divided again into the 2 more city centers, that is the Nasik and Kolhapur city center, along with the Western Maharashtra regional center will be continued. We are also now actively international forum center will be actively starting soon with a very senior members, or we can say senior adolescent specialists from the different country will be going to join with the international forum with a due regards to Dr. Swati Bhave Madam's efforts. Vadodara center will be led by myself, Dr. Samir Shah, with a joint center in charge, Dr. Bakulesh Chavan. Surat city center in charge will be the Dr. Prasant Karya, with a joint center in charge will be the Dr. Sushma Desai. Nasik will be led by the Dr. Sangeeta Lodha, and Kolhapur center will be the Kashmiri Badwale. International forum, we are lucky to get Grandes and Dr. Anurga Jaikal, who are agreed to become a lead position on that international forum. Joint forum, we have included now as a center in charge along with a joint center in charge to take a responsibility of that center, and same time we have joint forums in charges also we had added for the different center, and more detail you will soon get on our main website. So madam, your comment, if you have a comment, so I will ask a few word about the new coming center in charges, about their experience.
I just had comment. Normally, we had made a policy that unless people have worked for 3 years at least in Aacci and become senior volunteers, we did not give them any post. But we realized that most of the senior volunteers who are forum in charge or center in charges are finding it difficult to do the tech savvy matter which is required, that is making of the banner and the 3-slide report, which is very, very essential for our website and our records. So we have relaxed our rules, and all the joint forum coordinators are young tech savvy people who have joined recently, but who will take the burden of creating the banner and the 3-slide report in time. So it's a personal request now to all the centers to please now give any excuse that we are not tech savvy and we can't make all these banners and 3 slides. And please ensure that the banner is very important because we put it in our upcoming events, and it gives due recognition to the speakers and the organizers who are doing the event. And the 3-slide report is very important to put on the website to make our annual report. Samir, go ahead.
Yeah. So this is all the administrative meeting agendas till now. But now the agenda, that is the celebration of the work, what we did till now during this year 2020-23, and we have get 2 different program and different category of the activity. That one is the International Adolescent Health Week celebration, and second is the collaborative activity with the NIMHANS for the Y20 consultation. And for that, we having a really excellent activity done by our different centers. And I'm just sharing few ideas on that thing, and then we will declare the award and certification regarding same. So our third agenda will be the award declaration for the International Adolescent Health Week 2023 activity by a different centers and handing over the certificate for their excellent work. So International Adolescent Health Week 2023 having a theme of the with and for the adolescent, building a healthier and more inclusive future. And for that celebration, we are having a almost 141 page report.
Slides are not seen. Slides.
Sorry, I'm just sharing again. Is it visible now?
Yeah.
So the report what we had prepared is almost 141 page, and total activity that we had did during this just a week, 40 activity by our own center, different centers with a beneficiary of more than 10,000 plus, because we having an online and offline activity with a different level of the activities that if you go through this link that I had shared with our group also by the email also, you will get the idea what are the activities what we had did during this week. So for that, now I invite our chairperson, Mr. Bhavesh sir and Swati Bhavesh madam for the certification of the center for their active participation. And for that, I am sharing the screen and requesting sir to declare the result.
Yeah, I will make a 2-3 preliminary observations. In fact, it's indeed a matter of pride for me and all of us that since 2020, Aacci volunteers are regularly participating in the International Adolescent Week celebration. That is for the last 4 years or so. And like every year, today we will be giving awards and appreciation certificates for the IAHW 2023 activities for March this year. Now, Samir, can you go ahead? Yeah.
Yeah. Before that, I just added one comment that ISW invited me and Aacci in the year 2020, and I was one of the global coordinators. And Samir really worked very hard. And in those 2 years, we had made a video sponsored by Aacci, which was globally circulated. And for 2 years, Aacci really worked very hard as a global partner. And that has set the trend. And the last 2 years is the 4th year which we are working. And every year, Samir comes out with beautiful reports. And he has already shared the compilation of 2023 report. All of you, please go through it. Now, Samir, you can go ahead with the award declaration. Yes, sure.
Yeah. The slide you see is congratulations for the 3rd prize to Aacci Vidarbha Regional Center, given to Dr. R.G. Patil and his team. Congratulations, all of you.
Congratulations to Vidar Center.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I think they did more 5 or 7 activity for this International Adolescent Health Week, right, sir?
Okay.
Congratulations again for the 2nd prize to Aacci Marathwada Center in charge, Dr. Datta Kadam.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Also his team, because it's a teamwork always. Next comes congratulations for the 1st prize of Aacci Gujarat Regional Center, given to Dr. Samir Shah and his team. Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you, sir. And it's a really teamwork of the Gujarat Center that we having a almost 15 activity, means almost 2 activity per day we had did during this thing with a fruitful outcomes. So I thanks my all Gujarat team, including this Surat as did it 2 activity under the leadership of Dr. Prasant Karya.
Now, can we go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Certificates of appreciation?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
First is Delhi Center. Congrats, Delhi Center. Center in charge, Dr. Ladika Bhalla and the team for excellent work. Second, congrats to Aacci Navi Mumbai Center. Center in charge, Dr. Shilpa Arosar and her team. Third is congrats Mumbai Center in charge, Dr. Paula Goyal and her team for dedicated work. Congrats again to Aacci Western Maharashtra Center in charge, Dr. Vijay Mane and his team. Congrats once again to Aacci NCR Regional Center in charge, Dr. Sunita Manchanda and her entire team. Congrats, Aacci Pune Center in charge, Dr. Shailaja Mane and her team. So these have been the, appreciation. And I must also add that I am really humbled by your enthusiasm, commitment, zest, and vision to give back something to society. It's a wonderful feeling to be associated with all that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, and each and every sector who are really work hard. That we have almost 40 activity in a 1 week, means 7 days, 40 activity. That will come around the 6 activity almost per day. That is really a brilliant thing that we had did, and that's a congratulations to the whole Aacci family for this activity throughout this Aacci International Adolescent Week celebration. And because of your all activity, we have come out with a 141-page our report. So now, same thing, we having a one more activity. Just now we have completed, that is the Y20 consultation within Niman. Before the declaration about these certificates and this award, I request Dr. Swati Bhave Madam to give some brief about how we got that Y20 involvement and what was the dilemma when we are taken a part of that.
Yeah. So our Aacci advisor, Dr. Anuradha Sovani, was requested by Niman. She was SNDT, Psychology, HOD, and the Vice Dean of Humanities. So she was requested to recommend some work. Associations were doing good work. So she recommended our name. I sent our biodata of Aacci to Nimans, and we are very happy that they accepted us as one of the collaborating agencies. And they wanted this program to be done in the month of April itself. And they had very strict guidelines as to what should be done. So I had to work with Samir, and we took up the mental health and prevention of suicide. And as usual, Samir very meticulously planned what the Aacci centers can do. And he made a template of how the report should be presented. And he, as usual, compiled an excellent, beautiful report which has been shared. Now, we understood that this was exam time, and it was mainly for colleges, and we had to form strict guidelines. So obviously, all the centers could not participate, but the 5 centers which participated did a wonderful job. And as Samir puts each center, I will make comments.
Right, ma'am. So activity by the Aacci Vita Nimans for the Y20 consultation. We having a theme for this activity included 2 themes, that the preventing the suicide and the promoting mental well-being in college campus, ideas for the action. And theme B is a call for a youth recommendation on making health services youth friendly and accessible. Here, important thing, these are the activities should be conducted by the youth only. There will be not a lecture formation, but there the idea sharing by the youth, and activities are planned accordingly. And we have a total 11 events and 19 activity that include the group discussion, essay writing, short skit, Instagram reel, poster making, open mic, essay writing, nukkad natak, debates, and active audience interaction by the youth themselves. Almost 300 plus students have participated, and more than 1,000 students beneficiary of the physical activities. College mainly covered into the medical, nursing, physiotherapy, psychology, Ayurvedic, homeopathic, arts, commerce, and science. And this type of the excellence certificate will be the issued to the each and every participant by the Nimans and the Y20 consultation for their active participation as a youth participants. And all the facilitators of that activity are also given this type of the certificate. So this will be really a very good add-on for that mentors and the students who will really do the excellent work during this. Our centers has do this type of the real activity, our own responsibility of the Aacci, that we have to give certificate to the center also for that active participation. And for that, I invite again our Mr. Bhave sir and the Swati Bhave madam to a few comment, and then we will declare the result.
Yeah, you can go to the prize. You want to make some comment? Then go to the prize.
Okay.
So the second prize. Now this was by Aacci Vidarbha Regional Center, and I really congratulate R.G. Patil and Prajakta Kaduskar for having involved Ayurvedic, homeopathic, and a general college in arts, science, and commerce. And if you go through the report, you see the beautiful group discussions and details. It's worth going to the report. So I congratulate RG and Prajakta for putting up a wonderful program, and it was appreciated by NIMHANS also.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
First prize by Aacci Pune Center. We must congratulate Shailaja Mane and the entire pediatric department staff. She has just taken over as HOD DY Patil. So Sampada Tambolkar, Vinita Pandey, Shraddha, Renuka, Sadhav, Vinita Pandey, all of them worked hard, and they took this to the DY Patil University colleges, which was physiotherapy, nursing, and they also involved the postgraduate students of the pediatric department and the undergraduate first MBBS and third MBBS. And again, you should go through the reports, the posters done by the nurses and the undergraduates, the essays written, and their thoughts and their discussions is something enlightening. I mean, I learned a lot when I went through all the details provided by Shailaja. And there's also a misconception. One of them still thinks that suicide attempt is a criminal act. And hence we need to create awareness that it has been decriminalized. So I really congratulate Dr. Shailaja Mane and her entire pediatric department staff who have been almost founder members of Aacci as senior volunteers and founder members for doing a wonderful program. Thank you. Shamik, next.
Thank you. Thank you, dear all. It was a team effort. Thank you.
Next.
Yes, ma'am.
So next, we also found that we are giving appreciation certificates to NCR Center. Dr. Savita Chaudhary did two wonderful programs with the college and the school. And again, you can see the report and you can see the details of this program, poster, and other competition. Thank you, Sunita and Savita Chaudhary, for doing this wonderful program. And then Western Maharashtra Center, Dr. Vijay Mane, along with Dr. Uttama Joshi and Vaijayanti Afre, did an excellent program for the first MBBS students. And if you see the report, again, the posters, the discussions, the things, it will be very enlightening to all of us. What do the today's generation think about suicide prevention and mental health? Congratulations, Vijay, Uttama, and Vaijayanti. Next. And I really congratulate Sangeeta. I always call her Utsaha ki Jadoo ki Pudiya. I've been working with her in IIP WW for the last many years. And right in the first month of forming Nasik Center, she and Shama Kulkarni, a very senior volunteer of Aacci, did a wonderful program for the 12th standard. And this report also you can read in detail. Next. Yeah.
So congratulations to the each and every team, specifically to the Nasik team for the excellent starting of your own center. So we can expect more and more activity from your center for the future our coming activity. The few comments from the center who has received the certificate of the appreciation, starting from the Sangeeta madam, Sangeeta Lodam.
Unmute.
Good evening, all. Swati Bhave, madam and sir. And I'm so happy to be a part of this Aacci program. And I just promise on my behalf that we will definitely do lots of work, not only for activities, we will just flood the activities amongst the adolescent group because I'm joined with the Rotary also. This is the year when I will be president of Rotary Nasik. So I think I can do more works in the field of adolescent health, and in my promise that Aacci will be a part of my every, and we will definitely rock.
Thank you, Sangeeta. I think your internet connection is little weak. Yeah, thank you so much. Welcome, Nasik entire group. All of them are active AHA IIP members, and I've seen their work in the IIP first ever women conference at Nasik. And it's such a vibrant and cohesive group. And I really look forward for a lot of activities from Nasik. Welcome, Sangeeta and her entire team. Yes,
so So heartiest congratulations to all the participants and all the winner of the Aacci Week celebration, International Adolescent Health Week celebration, and our Y2 consultation activity. The member who are not able to get it won the prize. Now it's a time to achieve that again with our own Aacci Week celebration. That what say we are doing since 2 years, and now I again sharing my screen for that details.
Samir, while you're sharing screen, I would like to make an important announcement. We all know Dr. Madhuri Kanetkar is the Vice Chancellor of Maharashtra University Health Services. I recently had a talk with her. It is in the preliminary stage, but she has invited Aacci to make a module for stress management and coping with emotions for the medical students 18 to 25. In the initial preliminary stages, many of you had made these suggestions. So Samir and we will form a committee to make this module, and we will be in touch with you, and it's a great honor for us. Go ahead.
Yeah. So since 2021, we are at the 14th years celebration. We have started this Aacci Week celebration with a founder day included on that. It will be the second week of the July, between 18 to 25th July. We did that excellent activity. In 2022 also, we tribute this week for our own founder chairman during the 18 to 24th July of 2022. We have done the ongoing activity of during that July 2022 with a theme of the ABC module rolling out throughout the week with a different physical activity, because that 2022 we are able to do the many physical activity, and our centers has did excellent activity with this protect yourself, say no to anger and bullying in children, with three different modules, that is for the children and for the teachers and parents also a different module. And let's continue our work for the society. We had covered during that almost 12 school was covered. Gujarat take up 5 school, NCR in one with did 2 activity, Delhi 2 activity, Pune PCB 1 activity, and Nasik at 1 school. So totally we have a total school covered during this week. So now our time again came to plan regarding this activity for 17th to 23rd of the July of this year. Our tentative theme that already Madam has given a beginning, that is the role of the grandparents in the development of the children, adolescent and youth adult. And for that, we have our grandparents forum is going to do some basic idea and brainstorming, and they will come with a more idea. But before that brainstorming, we are requesting all the members, if you are having a specific innovative idea, we are having some time to discuss just now also. And if you are not able to give that idea just now, you can definitely share your ideas on our email, that is aacci2019@gmail.com.
Thank you, Mr. Yashwant Bhave, for attending and coming.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So now what I wanted to say was that we started this theme in 2020, and it was the COVID time. And if you go to our website, www.aaccitrainingprograms.com, you will see many recorded webinars. We did tremendous webinars from various centers on grandparents' role in spirituality and values, grandparents' role in academics, grandparents' role in discipline, our grandparents, babysitters or nurturers, and various things. So you can go through those grandparenting recorded, so that you can also have some ideas about. We also did medical problems in grandparents and how to address it. We got experts in Delhi, conducted by Dr. Anjali, and in Mumbai Center also. So these were the things which are already done. But over and above that, if you have any new novel ideas, as Samir said, now this is the last item on the agenda, and you can give us your input. And those who want to think over it can give our input later, Aacci 2019. But we want to do an excellent grandparenting week all over the country. Samir, take over the discussion.
So anybody want to share the idea, please unmute yourself and start the idea sharing, so we can having a few 5 or 10 minutes discussion on that idea, and then we can discuss for the further ending of our activity. 2 days. Is the Dr. Bakulesh Chavan available?
No, he left. He said he had some emergency.
He has told me also.
Yeah.
Yes, Prajakta.
Yeah, first of all, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. First of all, thank you so much, Aacci family. Bhave madam, you are the inspiration. Samir sir, Prashant, and Sandeep sir. As always, Aacci sir is there with me to guide, and that is why we are able to do all these programs and everything. For this 2023 Aacci week, I can suggest as per the theme on grandparenting. So we can have Kal Aaj or Kal like program where there will be the connection between Kal Aaj and or Kal, so that we can have a discussion or some sort of interactions between parent, grandparent, teenagers and parent, teenagers and grandparents. So that this is one of the innovative way where on one platform we can have all the 3 generations. So
excellent idea, Prajakta. Send us some concrete proposals, Samir, and I will look into it.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Samir bhai.
Yes.
Actually, we are having an organization. I had a talk with Dr. Sorgade sir. He is related to grandparents. And he told me that we'll have some discussion regarding the group, like parents, grandparents, and teenagers. And also we can have published the articles also regarding this development of the grandparents and others.
It's a good idea. We can do some columns in the newspapers during this week in Marathi, Hindi, English, whoever wants to write. We've got excellent writers in the whole group. Excellent idea.
Yes, Anjali madam.
Yeah. So my few comments here, just, which may help. Firstly, that we have to focus on relationship, okay? Because relationships are going to be the key in future, human relationships and bonds. So we have to kind of think of ways to improve the relationship or improve or strengthen the bonds, okay, between grandparents, parents, and kids. So, and it could also be activity based. Okay, so we had come up with this idea earlier on about storytelling, like, grandparents and kids. So some kind of activity that works on bonding them together and, sharing life experiences and having that human relationship with them to improve upon that. I think we can work on those lines as well.
Very good idea, Anjali. Those of you who are having these skills of storytelling, please send your names to Aacci 2019. Samir will form a committee for this storytelling with Anjali, and then we can have very innovative ideas of storytelling. Who would like to join, please? Right now you can tell us, or later also.
There's another point here we need to remember, ma'am, that as the ages are increasing, like more and more grandparents are going to be there, in our lives.
And, 80s and 90s.
Yeah, and they're going to need that care, it works both ways. And, I see this as such a beautiful opportunity.
Very good idea.
Not only for kids, but also for grandparents.
Caring for your grandparents.
Yes, and
responsibility of the adolescent for the grandparents that we can.
Yes,
yeah,
something,
definitely.
It's like you making society start to think about things that we've forgotten to think about. It's there in our culture. Also, we could also highlight, like now that we've gone to different cities, different cultures mein kya hai. We can make a presentation like that. Like, for example, Gujarat may have a particular way it works. Some cities may have, I don't know how, like for NCR and Delhi, I can say it's all urbanization and small families. But people can actually share testimonials and experiences. So in our youth wing, so if you have youth, recording what all they do with their grandparents, and you have like these little videos of youth speaking up, I think they will connect also, much better with the adolescents and youngsters.
Prashant, we have 80 youth volunteers.
Yeah.
Please galvanize them into action. Prashant, are you
so
there?
we make these little videos,
Yeah,
with sharing experiences. Yeah. And it seems that now connection is more through, hearing people speak and seeing them speak. So if you prepare those under Aacci guidance,
You
I think
already
it will
have
be doing
80.
you a service.
We can
Yeah.
increase the youth volunteers in each center also.
And I think there's so much to learn there. I think it's just a very good opportunity.
Anybody else?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. Ma'am, I had ideas, but I don't know whether it will be able to do it or not. Just sharing with this. One is like, recently I went to one village. So my idea is sitting with because they are still having a joint family together, just sarpanch and all that. So they can gather एक चौपाल में सब लोगों को, and theme in my mind is like hookah, जो home hookah था, that was there. To hookah bar, which has come up nowadays, I can see in a place near to me. So basically making these grandparents, or I can say knowing from them, like how they are, treating their children, and regarding that smoking and drug abuse. One was that. Second idea was, that is only a fun activity, but we have to like talk to the NGO about it. Just that fun fair kind of a thing. Grandparents and children's, like जैसे हमारा होता है ना कि various stalls लगा दी, and having somebody ask them to bring home recipe or something, activity which grandparent and the, child had come together. It will be like little kind of, I have to plan it and talk to the NGO also, which may...
Good idea. Give us a concrete proposal after you have talked to the NGOs.
Right.
Anybody else? Anybody else wants to give ideas? Dr. Bhakti? But one at a time. One at a time. Savita Chaudhary, yes. Your connection is bad, Savita. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Ma'am, I had one idea which I had already shared with the sir, that if we can organize a meet between parents, grandparents, and teenagers on one common platform where there's a sharing of ideas. Like I have seen in my community, in my practice, these grandparents, they are struggling with the digital revolution thing. They are not able to use mobile or iPad the way they should be in this age. If the adolescents can teach them those things, and grandparents can teach them about our culture, about our stories, there has to be some connect between them. So that is how they can connect. From generations, we can pass on our culture and our Indian glory, and we can take from the teenagers the digital revolution.
Very good idea. Very good idea. Give us a nice proposal and give us some details where you want to conduct it. In fact, Chandan Katsu has told me that she's organizing a huge grandparenting meet with various other. She's expecting almost 3,000 grandparents on a virtual platform. So she's also giving a proposal. So all of your ideas are very good. Give us concrete proposals and give us the venue or the people you're going to coordinate with, and approximate dates, etc. Because then Samir can plan a good calendar as usual. So because if you're doing a virtual platform, then he has to organize specifically. If you're doing face-to-face, you can do any day. But for the virtual platform, you need to give in advance so that Samir can organize.
Sure.
Anybody else? Anybody
Hello,
else?
ma'am.
Yeah.
Trupti,
Yes, Trupti, go ahead. Welcome.
Ma'am and others. So right now I work for Dr. Hedgewar Hospital. There is a group of elder people. They are called as a Sevavrati, and they work from voluntarily for patients' relatives, right from admission process to discharge process. They counsel patient relatives and take part in each and every activity. They are busy throughout the day. If we make them as a resource person, if we train them by workshop or something like that, they will be a good help for actually like acting as a center or acting as a bridge between adolescent and other geriatric people or something like that.
Very good idea. Give us.
We can train them.
Good idea. We can do something on this. Anybody else? Niti, any ideas? Or Dr. Kadam?
Ma'am, thinking of taking up camp for the health camp for the
Senior
grandparents.
citizen. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anybody else here? Preeti Bhattare, any ideas?
Yes, madam. I'm listening all through the excellent ideas, but still thinking on to do something out of the box. We'll communicate with each other and we'll communicate to you all.
Sampada, any ideas?
I was thinking of we have this concept of adopting a family in the medical curriculum.
Okay.
We have a lot of students. If we could adopt some of the senior citizens, adopt in the sense, maybe just a phone call from these students. And if we can actually form a virtual bonding between them, I think that would help.
Nice idea. Yeah. Dr. Vijay Mane, Shama Kulkarni, any ideas? Sangeeta Lodha, any ideas on grandparenting?
Madam, I will work on that.
Okay.
Just I want to, can I speak, ma'am?
Yeah.
I just want to work for self-defense awareness amongst adolescent girls and boys both.
Okay.
So I think I will concentrate on that part.
Okay.
Our Sangeeta, our basic theme is at present. You can continue your activity, no doubt about that. But our theme of the thing, what we are thinking is
talking. Do the self-defense definitely as an activity of Nashik Center throughout the year. But any ideas for grandparenting? We are asking for grandparenting. Sushma Ben, any ideas? Ashwini Kundalkar, any ideas? Manjusha, any ideas? Shailaja?
Excuse me, ma'am, can I say one idea?
Yes, Nikita.
Yes, ma'am. As we see nowadays, as like grandparents don't like, they like to feel like expressing many things. They have many things to talk, many things to express or share their experiences, past experiences, but there's no one to talk to them. So what we can do is we can just create a group or on individual, like on online platform, we can give them a stage to just speak up.
Very good idea, Nikita. Any other youth who are there? Because we'd love to hear from the youth about your ideas about grandparents like Nikita has given. Any youth here who can tell us? Nikita, give us more details about this platform and all.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Sure. Should I give it right away or?
No, give it, you can think about 2-3 days. All this is on aacci2019@gmail.com.
Okay.
Roshni, anything?
Yes, ma'am. Two things come to my mind. One is we can have, because of the generation gap, when we are trying to connect the grandparents and the youth, so we can have some common topic, which is an issue topic usually, and we can have some type of discussion or debate. So this can be an online event also, or it can be an offline event also at various centers. So that was one thing. And second thing, this is a long-term thing that comes to mind, but I don't know how do we implement it. We are always looking out for people. Youth is now in that mental health issues that are coming up with the youth. We are always trying to find solutions for that. So grandparents who have such experience and who are free, how do we connect them to be like something on call or reachable whenever any child is having an issue? So we want someone to speak to. The children some of the grandparents can be volunteers who can be trained in some minimal skills of communication. And of course, their experience also counts. And they are available for these children for some helpline or some calls that they can take.
It's a wonderful idea. And can you and Niti and Datta work something as an experimental basis at Marathwada first? And then how it works, we can expand to other centers. It's an excellent. Very good.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Yeah. Who else is now here? Asavari Kaushik, Sucheta Patil, Amit, as an orthopedic surgeon, you're dealing with so many falls and elderly people problems. You can give us some ideas.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
The same thing as just Roshni said, that there's a lot of issues between grandparents and children, adolescents nowadays. So if we can do something like maybe where the adolescent speaks about or rather writes about maybe one thing which they liked about the earlier generation, the grandparents generation, and the grandparents can say something which they like about today's generation, like the pros of both the generations, so that it becomes like a bonding activity between the two of them. It could be either writing, or it could be in the form of a poster. It could be in any form.
Actually, that's a very good idea for our Aacci Week and ISW.
Yeah.
We have had these video competitions, mic competitions, digital competitions. So Samir is excellent at this. So we'll ask Samir to create some topics, and Niti has done a lot of this also. So we can have video competitions, poster competitions, essay competitions.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Ashwini Kundal.
Can I talk?
Yeah, of course.
I think wherever we are at different cities, there are few old age homes. So we can, as a group at particular city or particular area, we can, with the consent of the whatever team of that particular old age homes, we can do some activity which can give them some happiness, or it can reduce their loneliness and give some smile on their face.
Very good idea. In fact, I was thinking long time, it didn't materialize, that we connect grandparents and children and adolescents. Like you adopt grandparents or you adopt grandchildren as a solace, so that, once a week, once a month, these children can go to the old age home. And you used to also tell, that you can go to orphanages. These children will never have grandparents. So grandparents who are fit physically, who can go to an orphanage, can be wonderful grandparents to these orphans.
Yes.
Chalita, let's think on this and work together to make a concrete proposal.
Yes, madam. Thank you.
Anybody else? Bela, anything, ideas in UAE for grandparenting? Amit Nemade?
No, actually, I was not prepared for all this,
Anyway,
so
you can think about and send us.
Yes, ma'am. I think and I'll let you know.
Sure. Amit Nemade? We wanted an orthopedic surgeon to discuss falls and prevention of falls. We had a very good program by an orthopedic surgeon from Nanavati, Mumbai, called Dr. Anil Karkhanis, who happens to be my batchmate. And he gave lovely videos and demonstrations of how elderly people should prevent falls.
Yeah. Good evening, madam. Dr. Amit here.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. I've kept my video purposefully off. The net connection is not that good, so that's it. I'm audible. Thank you for the opportunity to connect to Aacci. Under the able guidance of Dr. Aacci Patil, I'm looking forward to participate and to conduct some programs as well. Regarding grandparenting, I agree. It is important that they understand why falls need to be prevented, how they can be prevented, and how they can improve the bone strength. So definitely, I will go through the video. Do you have any link for that?
It is recorded on the Aacci training website. If you go to the grandparenting programs, you will get that from Mumbai Center.
Okay, I'll go through that, and then that's a good suggestion. We'll look into that, ma'am.
And Avinash Valnishkar had done eye problems in elderly, again through the Navi Mumbai platform. So Avinash, so actually Anjali also had conducted a program where we have 5 experts who spoke on different aspects of elderly problems. So we can have some medical programs also for the grandparents.
Okay. Now that you asked me, ma'am, there was, when I had gone to the US to meet my daughters, so there in the schools, they have a tradition like every day early in the morning, the grandparent comes and reads one single story to the children.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. So if the schools, which you guys would be visiting, so if they could be encouraged for this activity, for the younger classes, like even nursery, KG and all that, and even the first and second or something, so where the grandparents can go to the school and read stories and all, so that the grandparents have something to do and they have some interaction with their children and other children also, and they can
good idea. So now we'll be winding up another 5 minutes. So Sujita Patil, Dr. Kiran, Datta Kadam, Shama, anybody has anything to say? Any other youth? Anaya, are you a youth volunteer? Would you like to say something?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I was suggesting same as of Dr. Shailaja Mane suggested that we can take a monthly activity where grandparents and children or adolescent can meet at some. She said at old age home, but we can take a get together of grandparents and adolescent or children, and so that they can be. Grandparents can be means they can enjoy any activity, and we can take some activities and chit chat in between them.
Good idea. Rupali Joshi, Dhanashri, are you new volunteers? Dipanshu, you have any ideas? Vidushi? Samir, in the last 5 minutes now, we are going to wind up. You can come back. Yeah.
Yes,
so
madam.
I said last 5 minutes to wind up. So Rupali, Dhanashri, Dipanshu, Kiran.
Ma'am,
yeah, Dipanshu.
I'm working for as a youth because youth is now trapped in social media and creating some mess out of their brains using social media. So I would like to work regarding social media, how social media affects their brains and how they are addicted to this apps, and they are not studying and creating mess out of their life. So I have just authored this book named The Cult of Social Media, which is available on like every platform, Amazon, Flipkart, and all the platforms, which
just put the details in the chat,
informs.
Dipanshu. Put the details in the chat
Yes,
box,
ma'am.
whoever wants to get that. Thank you. Nikita Muthian
Yes,
has already spoken. Anybody else has not spoken? Last 5 minutes.
Hello,
Dhanashri?
ma'am.
Yeah.
Rupali here.
Yeah.
I heard everything, but I need time to contemplate.
Sure. We will give you time. Just write an email.
Sure.
You are a new
Sure,
volunteer,
sure.
youth or
Yes.
adult?
I'm a new adult.
Okay. Okay. Who's Galaxy M31S?
Ma'am, caller here.
Hi. Oh, you are that one. Okay.
I could probably speak to, I'm just thinking to the Rotary, because
Okay.
we have the Rotaractors. So
Okay.
the Rotaractors are a young group of adolescents.
Yeah.
In Worli, we are having the Worli Old Association, Senior Citizens Association. So we know one of the key members of that association. So I'll try to see whether we can
Connect the two. Yeah.
Rotaractors with the Worli Senior Citizen Group.
Very
And
good
probably
idea.
have a activity with that.
I was Rotaract president, founder in Grand Medical College. In
Okay.
yeah, I was the first chairman, Rotaract.
So because they can, the Rotaractors can also
Yeah,
show
yeah. It's a very vibrant organization.
and it can come as an activity from Aacci's end also.
Very
So
good.
that the Rotaractors will be more motivated to go and do the thing. And we can do it with that Worli Senior Citizen Club, which is there.
Very good idea. Chalo, Samir, take over. Final winding up.
Yes, madam. So after hearing from the many our enthusiastic volunteer, what I concluded that think the ideas are many, but there should be not a duplication of the ideas and duplication of the program during this week. So what I am suggesting that we having a already theme, that is the role of the grandparents and in the development of the adolescent, young adult, and the youth. We can keep a tagline that is the already suggested by the Prajakta madam, that is the Kal Aaj or Kal as a tagline. We can nationalize, give a one or two panel discussion daily by each center. So we can give a specific theme to the each center. They can either gather the grandparents or they can gather the youth as per their own convenience and as per their own team planning. We can give them the different one theme for their center. They have to work for that theme, and they can plan that one panel discussion or something program related that thing, so that we can avoid the duplication of the work also, and we can cover many more topic national level. Physical program they can do as per their own convenience.
Okay.
So
Samir, can you save the chats?
Yeah, it will be already, it will be saved already in the cloud only, because this is the already recording, of whole recording is going on.
Okay, fine.
That's not an issue. Right?
Oh. So wonderful. Thank you so much for all of you sparing time. It has been wonderful. And please keep giving your ideas for other, not only the Aacci week grandparenting, but whatever you want Aacci to do. And if any of you are interested in making modules and all, you're always welcome. And we would encourage all of you. And it was wonderful having this whole meeting. And we will try to, I got suggestions that we should hold these meetings more often. So yes, we'll try to hold these meetings often so that we all connect with each other. Thank you so much.
Lastly, each and every in charge who had not sent their details of that volunteers list, please share it earliest, because this is the last week to accept that. Otherwise, from next week we will uploading all the details what available with us. One important thing. Second important thing, all the certificates what I just demonstrated, that will be sent to the center in charge, and that will be also available on our website. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Shall
night.
we log out?
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
night.
Sure. Okay.